I just got a message from a couple of mates, and they told me that this token called Shiba Inu, it's cryptocurrency, has gone up 67 million% since January last year. Now, in January last year, I was browsing Reddit and I came across a subreddit that recommended buying these meme tokens, and one of them was Shiba Inu. Now, at the time I put $2,000 into it and I left it for a couple of weeks and I lost £300. I sold it at a loss. Anyway, it turns out that would now be worth $1 billion if I hadn't sold it. How'd you live with that?
All right, welcome back to the Crypto Junkie channel. So you just saw the video. I mean, where do we even begin with this? But yes, this is going to be a Shiba meme video. When I watched this video, I honestly started laughing hysterically the first time I saw it. This is the part of the cycle that we're in, where, and it's, I'm not laughing like for any other reason than it's just like, this is the definition of retail. When you hear people talking about it, and you've heard people talking about it, you know, for the years or months that you've now been in crypto, and you're like, no, that's not me, that's not me, that's not me. And you make a video about like, if you would have just done this, then that, if I would have just held this, bought this, gone back in time and pulled out, and then I wouldn't have a kid, or I'd have $2 trillion, or I'd have this, or I'd have a brand new house. Like, bro, you're fucking missing the point. When I hear stuff like this is retail. That's why it's so funny, is because retail doesn't realize that it's retail. Dumb money doesn't realize that it's dumb money, right? So this guy, you know, as you just heard, is like fucking crying, you know, might as well be on national television about the fact that he didn't hold. First off, like, you didn't have a trade plan. So I'm actually struggling and dumbfounded to figure out where to even start with this, because you should always have a trade plan. Meaning that, you know, we set a stop loss, whether I'm trading spot or I'm trading leverage, doesn't really matter, is I've got a stop loss. I've got a point where I'm going to cut the trade, and I've got a point where I'm going to pull profits, because I've seen both sides of this now. It's like my feeds are filled with it all over social media, because we've got like if you invested $1,000, you know, even Zero Hedge said it'd be worth whatever, $1,000 last January, it'd be worth like $1 billion or something today, or last week, it'd definitely probably be worth $1 billion now. And then you got the other side of it, which is like, oh my God, I sold too soon. So this guy sold at a 300 euro loss. Like, okay. And like, that's a stop loss. So like if anything, take this as an opportunity to learn how to trade, or take this as an opportunity to get out of the markets and stop doing this. The one thing you shouldn't do though is get on TikTok or get on your social media and cry about how like, what is this? Like, you're a victim? You got nobody to blame but yourself. All right, so here is the actual look at the chart. It's gone absolutely insane. Shiba Inu is a dog shit coin. It was made to be a dog shit coin. It'll always be a dog shit coin. It doesn't really matter. And see, this is part of the hysteria that market cycles create, right? So another big one that I'm seeing talked about and discussed is like, people are claiming that this is gonna go to $1. Let that sink in. Like, how many zeros are you reading here before the first number? And they think that it's gonna climb through all these zeros and magically get to a 1.0 right over here on the right. That's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. First off, the only thing I'd be happy about with that is that it'd completely destroy the market cap model. Hopefully, maybe, possibly, you know, finally, it would finally do something like that, but probably not. And so most likely this is the blow off top. All those same people that were saying like woulda, coulda, shoulda are gonna get wrecked. If they haven't already bought the top, they're gonna be trying to buy in, and they're gonna get wrecked. All these people that are buying in right here are gonna get wrecked. That's how these things work. There's so many people here that are brand new, so welcome to the market cycle. This is what happens. Instead of playing like the woulda, coulda, shoulda game, which I don't know why, but people treat that as like some kind of fucking currency in their brain. Like, oh man, and then they sit around and they delude themselves in that for hours and hours and hours, and guilt themselves and beat themselves up over that for hours and hours and hours. So let me ask the most obvious question. Do you do the same with your dreams? Do you sit around for hours and hours and like, oh my God, could you imagine if this and this, and it's gonna be like that, and you know, I'm gonna be able to do this, and do you do the same? Didn't think so. This was posted 7 hours ago. Shiba Inu has passed the Deutsche Bank market cap, which again kind of just proves my point that market cap really means nothing if Shiba can do it. Again, in my feed, I'm seeing Shiba to $1. I'm seeing, oh my God, what if it would overtake, Bitcoin in terms of market cap, which doesn't really prove that it's like better, or the milestone that's being proven is that market cap is fucking stupid. And that would pretty much be it. But again, what would it take to do that? And, these people that are like saying to $1, they don't realize what the market cap would be at that point. They don't realize how circulating supply works with total value and market cap itself. And then we're seeing a plethora of these popping up, which is that this wallet bought $8,000 of SHIB last August, and it's now worth 5.7 billion. Chances that somebody's gonna hold this is very, very low. Like on the way up, most people sold. So like there's the hindsight, the hindsight trader creeping in and like, oh man, if I would've just held that. Dude, you sold at 2x, 5x, 10x. You got stopped out at whatever percentage. If you didn't have a trade plan and you just saw that you lost 300 euros like the guy at the beginning of this video, then the only shame here and the only thing to change is that you didn't have a fucking trade plan. And if you did have a trade plan and you got stopped out, or you had a trade plan and it hit 2x or 5x, like nobody was expecting this to go up whatever it just went up. 1,000,000x? Nobody was expecting that. So like, why even play the woulda, coulda, shoulda game? And if you're gonna play it here, why aren't you playing it in other areas of your life where it actually adds value? Like all we're doing is playing this game to make you feel like shit. Make you feel like you're a bad trader, or like you could just be a retard and degen into this and you'd be a billionaire now. Like all these frames and narratives that are being passed around are not good. They're not empowering. Like they don't move you forward. They're just gonna get you sitting in a place of, lower emotional frequencies. Why would you even do that to yourself? Like what the So anyway, if this person is still alive and this wallet is still accessible, is a better way to put it, then I don't know. I really don't think it is. What this does mean though is that this person would probably be starting to dump soon. And all these people that have made a ton of money, they will be dumping at some point. They will dump on your head. You have no clue who they are, but they are regular people who've just made a load of money. If they're still holding, there's gonna be a lot of people dumping. Now, also keep in mind that there are delusional idiots as well who will not be selling right now. They will not make generational wealth. They will not fix their financial circumstances. They won't buy a house for their mom. They are gonna hold this until $1 and lose everything. There's gonna be those people too, because there are in every cycle. The lessons here is to look for the aspects of the cycle and learn from that, because it's the same shit every single time. In 2017, it was ICOs and it was altcoins. And everyone was like, no, I'm holding, man, and this and that, Ripple's gonna go to $10, ADA is gonna do this, all the big coins back then. Some of them got lucky enough to do that this time around, but they had to wait for, 3 years? Would you be willing to do that? I didn't think so. You would have sold at a loss, you would have scraped all the dust out of the accounts, out of the crypto exchanges, and you would have done something else with it by now. So this whole woulda, coulda, shoulda frame is just, it's just toxic as and it's dumb. So anyways, that's my Shiba story. What I'd love to hear from you is in the comment section below. What's your story? What do you want to say? Comment below. Like this video if you wanted to get in front of more people, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification, turn it to all. We'll see you again real soon in another video. Bye.